Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is the Pest and Lawn Ginja, and this is my lawn. So it's kind of funny, we didn't get hardly any rain the entire summer. And in one night it just started dumping. This was last Tuesday, Wednesday. And I read conflicting reports that we got anywhere between 1 inch to 2.5 inches of rain. I looked online to see what other people were catching, and it also ranged between 1 inch and 1 3/4 inches. Ideally, that 1 to 1 3/4 inches should last me about a week. I started noticing the lawn was already stressing, so I just kind of wanted to come out here and see what was going on. I'm going to pull some soil plugs, and I think I'm just going to go through the sprinklers. I haven't gone through the sprinklers in a little while, so I figured I'd check it out. Alright, so I got the plugs pulled, and there's a couple of interesting things I want to show you. Alright guys, so here's the plugs I just pulled, and you can see this one right here. It's pretty long. It's almost 9-inch plug. Some of these breaking off a little bit. Now, the dirt isn't as wet as I would like to see, and that's why the lawn was stressing out. But I got almost a week. 6 days, no watering, which is the crazy thing. But the most interesting part about pulling these plugs is, guys, look at these roots. They're just white, and they're happy. They're healthy, and they're going down. So the problem I've been having with shallow roots and the fix that I've been doing, it's working. I mean, look at this. I got roots almost 6 to 8 inches down. When we started out, we had roots that were 2 to 3 inches. I think it's pretty easy to say the mycorrhiza is working, and the micronutrients are doing what they're supposed to. Now, the interesting thing about mycorrhiza is it helps open the veins of the roots, but also it helps push the nutrients through the plant. You can see how healthy these were. The roots that I had before, they were dingy, they were brown, they weren't thick, and they were really crumbly. I mean, these roots are 6 inches down. I've got some of these, like this one right here. These roots are still going. That's almost 7 inches at the very bottom here, and you can tell they just want to keep going. But root development is so important, and I think sometimes in our industry, especially with grass, we don't feel like it's that important. Now, you can see those little fibers coming off. Silica dust mixed with mycorrhiza is a really good idea. That will help create those fibers, but the mycorrhiza alone will help create fibrous roots. And that's what's starting to happen. Now, are these hyperfibrous? I would say no. But the fact that they're reaching out like that and getting the nutrients that they need, and they're growing so deep, I'm really, really pleased with this. Emerald green, that's how us Ginja leprechauns like it. So here we are. Now, I started this project June 5th, so to get these kind of results this early, I'm actually pretty stoked. We can see the roots are growing, they're doing what they're supposed to. Now, I've still got problems with shallow roots, and I'm just a little bit curious as how the water's doing. I mean, my soil plugs are showing me that the water's pretty even, but here in the middle, the soil probe wasn't as deep as I would expect it, and then there was some really, really deep spots where the soil probe was just sinking down pretty quick. That's usually an indication I've got some sort of a sprinkler issue, so I'm going to go through those today. Just in case, I haven't gone through my sprinklers for the past, I don't know, 6 weeks, and sometimes you just got to go through them to see if anything's going on. So let's go check it out.
I'm leaving. I need you to go inside.
The way it goes. I think I'm missing a head. How they cover that middle?
What the heck?
You see this? Got a problem. Got a lawn bubble. Well, there's my sign. Okay guys, lawn plan on hold while I flip the French toast onto some plates. Alright, here we go. Okay, some dirty plates. And we're back in business. Let's go fix the sprinklers. Well, I thought I had a problem. I got a much bigger problem than I knew of. This is crazy. So, I don't know if you can see this, but I got a lawn bubble and it's massive, which means the water is coming out. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, there's got to be a head around here somewhere. I think I found it. Alright, here's a head. What, bud? Well, there's your sign, guys. Crap. Well, apparently this isn't connected. We need to shut this off pretty quick. Oopsie. Alright everybody, I've learned this lesson before. I've had some of these go out on me in the past, and I actually have a goodie bag, but it was for my old house, not my new house. I have no clue if these threads are going to fit. I'm really crusting my fingers right now, but I just grabbed a pipe wrench, and we'll see. The diameter of the barbed end has to match the piping. They're pretty universal, but the threaded end is what I'm most concerned about. Shoot. I'm praying, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to fix this tonight anyway. It's getting dark, but that is definitely too big. Oh, poop. Well, just is what it is, guys. I got to go to the sprinkler supply store tomorrow and get... Oh! Let's see. Eureka! I got so lucky. This is crazy. Okay, so I'm about 90% positive this is going to fit. Let's check it out. Sometimes you get lucky, guys. All right, so I got that fitting. Sure that you always run the tape on the piece to make sure that you don't have leaks at the very end. And I've had that happen a couple of times where it was leaking simply because I didn't put the tape on it. And voila, this is so lucky. Sometimes the universe is with you and not against you. This end is stuck in the piping. That's where it's going to become a pain in the butt. So I'm probably just going to go put my kids to bed and then call it a night. I want that area to dry out just a little bit because it's too sopping wet. And so I want to make sure that I don't run into any problems. So we'll catch you tomorrow. All right, guys, we're back. It's been 24 hours. One of my guys called in sick today, so I ended up spraying lawns all day. Now I got to come back and work on my own lawn. Now here we are to do my least favorite thing in the world, is fix sprinklers. But you know what? It's a lot easier than calling the guy down the street and being put on a wait list for 2 weeks. So let's get to it. All right. So we've got a busted head right here, and if memory serves me right, this guy's not even attached. That was the craziest thing. Now, I think what happened here, you can see the slit coming around the top here. Pretty sure I hit this with the lawn aerator. And let this be a lesson to everybody else in the world that you should definitely flag your sprinkler heads when you run the aerator. My problem is I just don't care. Alright, so the easiest way I found to run this repair is to dig a circle around the head. That way I can get a nice core coming up. And what this allows me to do is it allows me to find the pipe a little bit easier, but it also lets me to put the grass back with the least amount of stress possible. And it grows back as if it were a massive piece of sod. Makes it a little bit easier. You can see it's not really even attached. Let's roll this back. Let me grab this so you guys can see this. But this just broke off real clean. Now what I'm going to do is go grab a pair of pliers. Since I'm not the brightest bulb on the planet, I'm going to try one last shortcut and see if I can't break this plastic out. Otherwise I'm going to have to do a whole lot of patching, and I find that these plastic lines are fairly durable. Not to say that I've done this in the past, but let's see if I get lucky. Pull all these. Oh, there's a big barb. Got one. Plan retard is in full effect. Uh-oh. Pushing it further down the line, which is not good, but I figure I can just blow it out with a little bit of water. So let me turn it on and blast it real quick. Oh shoot. Sorry guys, I never said I was the smart one. I'm always trying to cheat the system. Let's see here. Ah, there it is. And that was the last piece. I think I'm free. That's it. So I got her done. Now all I need to do is grab my piece from yesterday. Let's see, so many bags. If I was smart, then I wouldn't have these problems. All right. Oh man. Still better than being on a 2-week wait list. So I'm going to twist this into place like so. Done. Now I'm in the right spot. Grass back on. And I hope you guys are getting a kick out of this because I hate doing sprinklers. And let's make sure this is seating properly. And voila. And there you have it. Let's go turn it on. Every Ginger has his day. I got pretty lucky on this one, but I'm tempted to go through the sprinklers now because I had such a bad pressure. I just want to make sure everything was good. Well, that's good. That one's going a little nutty. It's the problem I hate about sprinklers. I hate getting wet. You always get sprayed in the face. That's how we do sprinklers at our house. That's how we fix it. Fixing it Big Ned style. Camera shy, dude? Oh. Fast forward 10 days later, guys, and as you can see, Ned is pretty happy. Hey, Ned, you happy? Ned don't care. But the lawn is looking fantastic. Couldn't be happier with the results. All this is fixing the sprinkler head right in the middle, and it fixed 90% of my issues. Now, this is probably going to be the same at home. Sprinklers make up 70% of your success because grass is 70% water. Now, let me change the camera angle just a little bit. It's not perfect. In this area coming up here, this is my heavy shallow root area, but as you can see, it still is looking fantastic. Now, over here along the fence line, we had this whole area that was kind of pitted out, and as you can see, for the most part, it's filled itself back in. That self-repairing Kentucky bluegrass does a fantastic job, and considering I beat this lawn up pretty bad, you know, 5-6 weeks ago. Now, the lawn's not completely perfect for all you homeowners. I just want you to understand it takes a little bit of patience. Now, fast forward from the end of May to where we're at now, these are some pretty awesome results. Now, anybody could do this with a little bit of hard work, but you got to actually get out there and do the doing. If you guys want a lawn like this, don't forget to hit the bell so you get all my notifications, so you guys can just copy what I'm doing with these cool season grasses. If you guys have any questions or concerns, hit me up in the comments. I don't mind helping, guys. This is the Pest and Lawn Ginja. We'll see you on the next round.